So we always wanted to teach Chinese characters. It's really important, but we never had really like a good amount of time in class to teach Chinese characters.
Chinese characters, that is the most difficult one for students who are learning Chinese.
I've been thinking about what we can do to help students learn Chinese characters. So when we thought about this project, it's perfect.
So Chinese character is not static image, but sequence of stroke order. So these are the character knowledge we introduced in the beginning of semester. And students take this knowledge and they make their own videos.
Throughout the semester, every student makes 3 videos and make comments when they are not making videos.
This is a student's own videos. They write it themselves, they develop the story themselves. They have to think about how they themselves will remember its characters.
And then they help students to be critical on their own learning process, because sometimes students say, oh, I spent 2 hours on one video, 1 minute. Why? Because they want to redo it. And they were thinking, oh, maybe this part is wrong. They did some research, actually. They have to find out what is the radical, what is the stroke order. So they did research in order to produce a good video.
Students can learn outside the classroom on their own space, so it's personalized, and then we can also assess their learning process.
When we ask students to write in paper the characters 10 times and they submit the homework the next day, right? But we cannot really see how they write each character stroke by stroke.
But through the videos, we know what their process is and how they make their character learning process.
So that's the part that technology can really
enhance our teaching
and also help us to use the time effectively in classroom. So if we see several students have the same mistakes, so we will address that in classroom. Through this project, that hopefully they can develop their own strategies to really learn a character, and hopefully they can apply that strategy into other characters.
So this is the Chinese Character Literacy Project website. This is a WordPress site. So we are trying to make it like dictionary. As you can see, there are ABC, like by alphabetical order. For example, if they want to look up a word that has A in their pinyin system, then they can just look up A, and there will be like all the possible combinations they can click on.
One character might have several different stories, because year after year, students will choose the same character, but they will develop their own stories. You don't need to just learn one way. You have other ways, and you can have your own way.
Introduction, we talk about why we want to do this project. There's also navigation, which is our student helper did a great job making the infograph, so it's easier to learn how to get around. So there are categories of features. There are 7 of them, so there are different ways to memorize them, and we categorize them, so people who are interested in one particular feature can go into that one. Our Moodle, it looks like this. So under Chinese Character Literacy Project here, there are the things like why we do it, and our website, and getting started with iPad, because some people never used iPad before, and also Explain Everything overview is also posted here.
On Moodle.
Explain Everything is just an interactive screencasting app, and then there's drawing tool, there's insert tool, and then you can just use like a whiteboard, draw it on it, and record what you're going to say, and hit recording button, and everything will be recorded.
And we think it's easy to learn. It's not, student will not feel overwhelmed by technology itself. It's so easy, even us can learn it.
Students record their videos on Explain Everything. They upload it to Google Drive. And from Google Drive, they embed it into Moodle's glossary. And you can search by like videos alphabetical order or by category, which is lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, if you know which lesson you're looking to. Or you can browse by day or browse by author. Like you want to see, I know this person makes really good videos. I want to search for videos, so you can also search by author.
你们好. Today I'm going to talk about the word 菜. Cai means dish, cuisine, or vegetables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here's an easy way to memorize 菜. Remember the radical cao, which means grass. Well, think of that on a black pan, on a fire that's burning wood or mu. Cooking this grass will give you a vegetable dish or cai.
The comments are good too. So this is our student helper, and she will say, "This is fabulous. I like how you start with 你好，同学们." And a more common way to say 同学们好. So she will correct the speaking as well. And there are other people who make comments here. And we did a survey at the end of the semester. Students do mention that they learn a lot from other people's videos. I see different way to memorize that, and it's really helpful.
But actually, for us, for teachers, we learn something from our students too. So that part actually, it's also it's not just they are learning. Actually, we are learning something, especially the storytelling itself. And sometimes the character, because we know how to write it, we don't even think about it, right? But when they try to tell a story about that character, it was just like, oh.
I think the first thing we're keep expanding our website because we have a couple videos there that we pick from the past 2 years.
We really want to keep the website. It's a living website. We want to keep it alive. I think maybe personnel. It's our future concern actually.
Because I would say this project is pretty complex after a couple years of like trial and errors. So because we've been doing this, so we know what we should like pay attention to and how the process is constructed. But if you have a new person, there will be a steep learning curve.
Our support is ending this semester from 5 College actually. So, but this is another research, even though we can apply for semester research fund. But I have to find a different way to have this student to help us. Once they learn the characters, they know how to develop their own strategies. But each level they are facing different kind of challenges. So we are actually the other day we were just talking about this. So we are thinking about phase 2 in a way.
So Jen has a really good idea. We're still figuring it out, but you know, as a language learner, you know, the more you learn, the nuance between the similar phrases or words are very hard to acquire.
So we are just talking about maybe second year we can focus on that level. It's not just single characters. It's more like how you use similar phrases in Chinese, but actually they have to be used in a very different context.
Make sure the blending learning really helps you meet your goal. You don't use technology just because technology. You have to make sure that really fits your purpose and your need. That's one thing. And then have clear expectation for your course, your students is really important and helpful. And start small. Definitely start small.
Take baby steps one at a time and build on gradually, and always have plan B and be flexible because things can happen when you're least expected.
Actually, those are suggestions we gave to other institutions.
Yeah. So when we talk to other institutions, we always ask them like, "What's your expectation?"
Right.
So for us, we want to see the learning process. So this project really helps.
Yes.
So depending on your expectation, your goal, you really want to evaluate if your tool is going to help you.
Do not try to do 3 videos in one semester like us, because we do it because that's our thinking. We give them suggestions, say just 1 video per semester at the first time. Do it as a final project. Just try it. Because you have to feel comfortable.
So the first one is kind of the trial and error, and then you fine tune, like gradually adapting to your own school institution and your students.
And also, I think in terms of a branded learning, instructors or whoever who want to try, they have to kind of understand, especially in language learning, technology cannot really replace human beings. Actually, especially we are talking about Chinese, so technology can enhance something you cannot really do in classroom or outside the classroom because we are now with our students 24 hours a day.
In terms of technology, I really feel like you have to be patient and then be prepared. You're always going to encounter issues.
You know, as an instructor, we are not trained with technology, how to use cutting edge technology. But fortunately, we have a good group of people at the ETS. So I think how to communicate with them with your ideas, and they will help you. I think the kind of communication is also very important. Blended learning is good, but you need support too.
Yeah.
You cannot do that everything yourself.